Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. What are you talking about? We just started this. But we haven't been waiting at all. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. My name is Bitch, says pretty much every Let's Player when they do this game. But everyone calls me the Pokémon Professor. No, everyone calls you Bitch. This is what we call a Pokémon. Really, I thought that was a Digimon. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokémon. Thank you, Bitch. We humans live alongside Pokémon at times as friendly playmates and at times as cooperative workmates. What about abusing them to conquer the world? And sometimes we band together and battle others like us. Wait, like humans band together and battle others? I don't really get what you're saying here, bitch. But despite our closeness, we don't know everything about Pokémon. Yeah, there's like 250 other Pokémon you guys haven't discovered yet. In fact, there are many, many secrets surrounding Pokémon, like how Pokémon can mysteriously evolve later but not earlier. To unravel the Pokémon mysteries, I've been undertaking research. That's what I do. And you are? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Can't you just look at us? Pretty much every meming's made fun of that. Anyway, as you guys have probably not made it clear, but it's incredibly obvious, I am a boy. Well, unless like you think my voice sounds like a girl, but that's like, no one would think that. So what's my name? Well, if you have seen Agasaj, I am gonna go my trainer name. I can't fit nothing, just go, and that's kinda dumb. I'm gonna go by my real name, which I'll reveal now, but no, not, what is starts with an A, but I wanna do lowercase. But if you've seen Agasaj, you already know this. My name is Jared, one of the most awesome names ever. And that's not egotistical at all. So it's Jared? No, I didn't just say that, idiot. Dumb bitch. Okay. You're Jared, who's moving to my hometown of Littleroot. Yep, thank you for the exposition. I get it now. God, I swear, is every professor senile? Alright, are you ready? No, I didn't just start this out because I'm not ready. Oh my god, we're shrinking! Anyway, something I just want to say, firstly, I want to welcome you to my new Let's Play of Pokemon Emerald, my actual favorite Pokemon game. So I'm actually quite excited to show you what I've got for this LP. It's a pretty overdone Let's Play, but I like doing stuff that I like, not just based on what other people do. And I think I have a lot of interesting things to say. Firstly, for this game, my eternal battery has died, meaning I won't be able to show clock-based events. I know that's a bit of a downside, but I don't really want to buy a new game just for something minor. Like, I hope you understand. Plus, as I don't really have the means to afford it. Mom, Jared, we're here, honey. Why are you saying who you are? It must be tiring riding with our thing. Wow, what great parenting, making their kid ride with the moving truck. Wow. Actually, it's pretty small. I actually quite like it. I mean, hate it. Why did I say like it? I'm so derpy. Yay, my room! No, not really. It's actually pretty ugly. Yep, it is pretty convenient. That's why I want Pokemon to real. They can do all the work for us, except we'll probably be fat, lazy slobs. Oh, a clock that doesn't work? Awesome! I hate analog clocks. I'm kind of dumb and lazy like that, where it takes me a while to get them. Like, I clearly know how to work them, but it's hard with a GameCube controller to work this. So I guess we'll do it. Like, it doesn't really matter since my eternal clock has died, but we want to get this right. So I believe it's one more spin. Yeah, we're on 2 right now, but we have to go to 211 and there, because each digit represents, I mean, each dot after the top represents 5. And if you clearly don't know how an analog clock works, you're dumb, like me. Well, I'm not dumb, I'm just lazy. But we'll set it anyways. It's really small, and there's a bunch of blackness around it. It is neat, I'll give you that, Mom. I know they are so convenient. I want Pokemon to be real. And look, it's a GameCube. Oh, that's funny, because, well, I don't have a Game Boy Advance connected. I have a thing that allows me to play Game Boy games on my GameCube. But something you might not know, if you go to item storage and press withdraw item, you get a free potion. But I'm pretty sure every Let's Player showed that already. But I just feel obligated to show it because it's kind of interesting. We now return to Exposition TV, where we reveal that the player's dad is a gym leader. That's actually, that's a pretty cool twist. Like, I love when, like, they, involve, like, gym leaders and make it part of your character's past. Like, I really like how the dad's a gym leader. That's, like, a cool little twist, and I enjoy that. It actually gives you a motivation to, like, beat the Elite Four and get to the end, because you want to be like your dad, which is really nice. Brendan's actually that's the name of this character. Like, well, I named him Jared, but his real name is Brendan. He's actually my favorite Pokemon protagonist. Not only does he look cool, but as I said, he has a motivation. Even though he's pretty silent, so you never get to feel that. But it's all about interpretation and making up your own stuff. That's nice. Wait, where am I going? I'm not supposed to go here. Again, I am such a derp. Anyway, let's go up. Well, the door. No, we're going down. And we'll go up. Oh, I guess we don't have to go here. God, I'm such a derp. Why, I should stop derping. Anyway, I remember what we have to do. We have to go into maze. How do I not remember? Like, the beginning of Pokemon games are always, the beginning of Pokemon games I find are always, like, the slowest and most confusing, because there's, like, a bunch of requirements you need to do before you get on your journey, and I never remember it. But here's something interesting. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, anyway, because this guy lives in May's house, I'm pretty sure this is May's younger brother. And from the anime, May has a younger brother named Max. So I think that guy is Max, and they included him in the... Well, she has a yellow GameCube. I have a black one. Black one's the coolest. And this is May's character theme, or the rival. Because if you're playing as May, which is the girl version, Brendan would be the rival. But May is the canon rival, in my opinion. Because guys are better than girls. Nah, I'm kidding. Girls are pretty cool. I'm not sexist like that. Oh, your dad is Professor Bitch. See, that's a nice thing. Now the professor's related to the rival. Well, your character is related to a gym leader. That's a really cool twist. I always thought, like, if you played as May, that means your dad would be Professor Bitch and your rival's dad would be a gym leader. But no matter what, the character you're playing as, dad is always a gym leader. But in the anime, actually... Oh, I wanted to steal May's Pokemon. In the anime, May's dad is actually the gym leader. Well, no one you know is related to the professor, since... Brendan doesn't appear in the anime, except for like a 5-second cameo in a movie. I don't have any Pokemon either! Why am I going? Fun fact, if this was Ruby or Sapphire, a Poochyena would be chasing him, which actually makes a lot more sense. This is the exact Raccoon. Except raccoons are pretty scary. So this is the first game to introduce like a unique way to get a starter instead of just going to the lab and picking one. He's in trouble, so you have to go through and pick one and pick a starter. And I'm gonna pick Torchic because Torchic is awesome. Yeah, I'm one of those like guys who are a big fan of Blaziken and the other one. Like all the Hoenn starters are cool, but Blaziken's my favorite because I'm just like that. So we're gonna start off with a scratch. There's no point growling since Zigzagoon is only level 2, so it can't do too much to us. Like, see, like we're gonna KO it way before it KOs us. But yeah, like wolves are much more scarier than raccoons. It made a lot more sense for that to be chasing Birch, though I'm actually pretty terrified of raccoons because they look so cute, but like they'll rip your face off and give you rabies. Why do you go in the grass without a Pokemon? Haven't you met Professor Oak, dumbass? No wonder why they call you Professor Bitch. We teleport to the lab. Oh, you're friends with our father? How convenient. We just chose that Torchic. Yeah, let's nickname it. Oh man, it's a guy. I have to name it this nickname because I actually thought of like... I've made a lot of puns in the past, But I thought of this when I was like 8, and it's like one of the most genius and funniest names in the world, and I had to name it this. It'd be kind of awkward if it's a guy, because starters have like an 87% chance of being dude and 13% chance of being female, which is pretty sexist if you ask me. Like, it should be even. Like, is there something wrong with girls having starters? Where the hell's T? I'm just like going around, because again, I am such a derp. Yep, we are naming this Torchic Hot Chick, even though it's a guy, because it's kind of awkward. But still, I thought of this pun when I was like 8. I'm quite proud of myself, because I wasn't that clever back then. Not saying clever now. No, I am pretty smart now. Really? That's not the key to Pokemon training at all. No, I hate her. No, I hate her. Oh, you're one of those NPCs that just repeat the same thing until we say yes. Fine, I guess you're trapping us here, so we have to say yes. Wow, that's kind of like... I should do that to get people to agree with me. Just keep on repeating it until they're forced to say yes, because apparently they can't walk away. Anyway, before we go on, we're gonna go to options. And oh wait, no, it's already on fast. Usually, text speed in recent Pokemon games are set to mid, and I hate that. And cool, our Torchic's healed, or Hot Chick. I have to get in the habit of calling them our nicknames. So with that, let's set out towards the top or forward, because there's a. Anyway, okay. Before we go into Tall Grass is where you encounter wild Pokemon, and then wild Pokemon is you can catch them when you get Pokeballs, which I'll show later, and you can train them. Something what Let's Players normally do. See, this is an example of a wild Pokemon. An example of what Let's Players do is that they well, Chugga-Conroy to be exact. He bios the Pokemon, like has like really cool edited bios and like discloses like his opinion and information of them based on competitive battling. I am not gonna do that. As much as that is like my favorite part of his Let's Plays. I have no means to edit the bios to make them look cool, and I find it pointless unless they look cool. Plus, I don't really have that much of an opinion of random Pokemon anyways, because, like, I have personal preferences, but they're just my opinions instead of, like, what I can recommend to you, so I find it kind of pointless for me. But, it's still a really cool idea. Like, that's my favorite part of Chugga-Conroy's Let's Plays, but I want to set myself apart. So, speaking of Chugga-Conroy, let's battle May and not lose to her. When her battle theme plays again. What? I don't get a say in this? You're just gonna, like, mug me? This is mugging! You're forcing me to battle! Well, that's nothing like mudding. Mugging! I nearly said mudkip instead of mugging. So, while we're battling May, and I'm hopefully not going to lose, May has, the starter that beats the starter that you have. Like, Torchic's a fire type, and Mudkip's a water type. So yeah, but if you chose like if you chose Mudkip, she'd have a Trico, and if you chose Trico, she'd choose Torchic. Get it? So while we're battling, I just want to talk about something. I like all the Hoenn starters a lot. I love Sceptile and I adore Blaziken. But Swampert's really, really cool too, which is the fun. Oh god, we're gonna lose! I guess it's a good thing I got this potion after all. No, we're not gonna be like Chugga-Conroy and lose. We are going to beat this Mudkips, because you like Mudkips. So that brings me to my point. Do you guys like Mudkips? I love Mudkips. They're awesome. But if I had a Mudkip, I would not name it Mudkips, because evolving it to a Swampert and it's still being named Mudkips, that'd be kind of awkward in my opinion. Oh man, I didn't get to finish my thought, but I'll try to see if I can do it anyway. I want to just tell you guys something. So, what I do, I want to give a shout out to someone I know. If I had a Mudkips, I would name it Joe, because there's a Joe I know that I talk to in a chat room often. He's a really nice guy to talk to. And he loves he quite likes Swampert. I don't know really much of his feelings. So, and he was like one of my inspirations to do this Let's Play of Emerald. So if I had a Swampert, I'd totally name it Joe after you. I mean, he is the head of one of the biggest Pokemon sites in the world, Serby. So yeah, shout out to you, Serby Joe! And with that aside, we're gonna be heading back to... Oh, and by the way, this is Oldale Town, the most forgettable, next to Anvil Town, which doesn't really count since it's hard to know that it exists. Oldale Town is the most, besides Anvil, this is the most forgettable city or town in the entire Pokemon region. There's absolutely no pointless to this. There's absolutely no point to this thing. Nothing notable happens here. Nothing at all. I mean, Viridian had a gym at the end. Cherry Grove is where you battle your rival for the first time, which is the best rival in the game. Jubilife is just cool city, and Aspiration is when you first meet Team Plasma. But what the hell's the point of Oldale Town? It's just there. There's nothing important that happens there at all. They could have just had the route there. Like, what is the point of that thing? Yeah, I'm not like Chugga Conroy, bitch. Sweet, we have the Pokédex. Yay, Pokeballs. This is what you use to catch Pokemon. I have a habit of saying Pokemon, but I prefer saying Pokemon because that's the correct pronunciation. And I absolutely loathe when people say Pokemon. I know it's not a big deal, but I just hate how it sounds. It sounds so immature and kiddie, but I mean, the game is, but there's a lot of adult aspects to it too. But I hate when people say Pokemon. It's so annoying. I'd rather them say Pokemon or Pokemon. But I usually say Pokemon, but I'm gonna have a habit of saying Pokemon. Because this stuff matters, guys! And this is the running shoes, one of the coolest innovations to Pokemon ever. Now you can run, thank God, instead of boringly walk. We're running, which is good, and I really like how in X and Y... Actually, no, I'm not gonna say, because I don't want to give away spoilers since the game isn't out yet. And I probably should have healed my Torchic, but I'll do it in Oldale Town, because I feel bad for the town. I want to give it a point. Also, if you run in wild grass, there's a higher I can't pronounce things. There's a higher chance of encountering a wild Pokemon. So if you really, really hate wild Pokemon, do not run in it. But I'm gonna run because I'm impatient, even though we'll probably waste more time encountering them. Time encountering them. So let's heal up on the PC. I love PCs. I mean, like Macs are pretty cool, but I prefer PCs. I feel like they're easier to manage. Like, Macs are more fun and slicker, but I prefer PCs because I guess it's just because I'm more used to them. But now that we've arrived in the incredibly forgettable Oldale Town, I think it's time to end this episode. Thank you all for watching my pilot. And, what do I need from you guys? Nothing. Just don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next episode where we head out past Oldale Town.